Welcome back to Daybreak. Now, should children who are being bullied fight back and stand up to their tormentors?
Well, in a moment, we'll be hearing from a psychologist who said they should answer back to stop the bullying. First, though, let's go to Nick Dixon, who's at a school in South London for us. So, Nick, how are they supporting kids that are bullied in that school?
Morning, Lorraine. Well, what they have is special counsellors and mentors for the kids, but also one important aspect is really just been creating an atmosphere and an environment at the school where the kids feel comfortable going to a teacher and saying, look, I've got a big problem here with bullying and I need some help. The kids are doing their artwork this morning. Antonio, let me just have a quick chat with you. Do you feel there's enough support for you here at the school if you had a bullying problem?
Yes, because the teachers are very responsible and they will sort out your problems, and even if they're really hard to sort out, they will sort it out.
OK. Linda here is one of the prevention officers at the school, deals with bullying exclusively, really. Linda, what's been the key to the success here?
Really, prevention, you know, making sure that we have activities such as the Anti-Bullying Week and workshops for the children. This is our main focus, and this is what helps us to strengthen the children and make sure they're safe within the community and at school. OK. Linda, thanks for joining us. We're going to have to leave it there. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks
ever so much. That looks like a great school, does that? They seem to have got absolutely sussed. Well, we're joined now by psychologist and author Wendy Gregory and mother Shona Sibrey, whose son was bullied.
Morning,
Wendy, this is really interesting. I mean, I've got some examples here that you're saying now. For example, if a child was being made fun of because maybe they wear glasses, you know, maybe thick glasses, and that happens a lot, doesn't it? You're saying that they should hit back at the child. They should actually come back, not physically, but with a riposte.
Yes, indeed. The little book of Retorts, A Teenager's Guide to Beating the Bullies, it's not about stopping bullying, it's about preventing it.
Right.
So the idea is to empower children so that they never actually become victims.
OK, so if a child is wearing specs and somebody calls them four eyes or something horrible like that, which kids are wont to do, what do you think that child should say?
They could say something like, these glasses stop me from seeing your face as it really is.
But doesn't that make the bully then come back and thump you? Because I'm imagining if I'd come out with a witty line when I was at school, someone would have just, you know, probably just smacked me, yeah.
OK, how it's said is just as important as the words actually spoken. And it says in the book, if you fear that the child is going to become violent, then you don't actually use that strategy.
I can understand it, but that's a big ask for a kid to be so aware of the nuances of whether or not the bully's actually going to come at you either with another, you know, with a even more horrible remark, or indeed, as Alid says, you know, with a thump.
Yeah. The book teaches children how to do it, and what's important is that they say whatever the retort is, they look the bully in the eye, they stand up straight, they say it, smile and walk away quickly.
Right.
It's not to run away, it's not to escape, it's so that they show the bully that they're not scared, they're not afraid, they actually don't care what's said. But don't wait around for a reply, otherwise it could escalate.
What's wrong with just going to the teacher and telling that this is happening?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's perfectly valid, and I would never criticise teachers. I've taught myself for more than 30 years, as well as being a psychologist. However, research shows us, and I was looking at this yesterday on the NSPCC site, that whilst the majority of teachers believe that they intervene in bullying incidents, in all bullying incidents, pupils' perception is actually quite different.
Right.
And around 60% of pupils who say they've reported it say that nothing actually changes. So my idea, my philosophy is actually to empower children.
OK, empowering children, that all sounds great. What do you think? Because your little boy was bullied.
He was bullied about a year ago.
Worked?
I don't think the answer is lies in asking children to deal with it themselves in the playground. I don't think it works. We tried that with Monty. I'm not one of those parents that wades into a school and complains constantly. So when he came home and the problem started, he has two older sisters, and I noticed in your book you were saying that actually it's siblings that don't tend to be bullied as much. It tends to be only children more, but Monty's one of four. He was targeted. And the thing about bullying, in a serious case of bullying, it's a systematic, relentless, incessant breaking down of a child's confidence every single day. And they're already feeling vulnerable for whatever reason. And a bully will target a child that's already in a weaker or more vulnerable position. And then to ask that child to try and remember some witty retort. Well, number one, I don't want to teach my child to be rude to other children in the playground. I don't want to ask them to lower themselves to that level. Number two, I think it's too much to ask of a child child to have to bear that responsibility, to practice in front of a mirror some sort of rude remark he's going to make back. And I think it adds fuel to the fire. I think that if you say something back to a bully, the thing to do is to ignore them, to walk away. And what should happen is schools should get better at handling the situation. The school that Monty is at currently has an excellent pastoral care system in place. They have a conciliatory process which kicks in the minute and anything like this happens in the playground. Sure. Children sort of winging insults at each other doesn't work, in my opinion.
OK. I mean, we want to thank everybody for... it's certainly got people going.
Yeah, most people are saying actually fight back, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So.
It's really, really interesting. It really is. We'd love to hear what you think. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you.
Right.